Here we go.
What is going on, guys? It's Camillo back again. I hope you all are having a fan-freaking-tastic day. So, Nintendo has still yet to give us details on their Virtual Console service for Nintendo Switch. I feel that Virtual Console on Nintendo Switch is an inevitability. Nintendo has had a Virtual Console service on all of their consoles since the Wii, 3DS, Wii U, all because Nintendo fans live for nostalgia. And Nintendo doesn't mind that. They love feeding off of our nostalgia, that feeling you get when you play an old game from your childhood. Nintendo loves to sell us games over and over and over. And Nintendo fans will constantly rebuy old games every time there's a new Virtual Console service. Virtual Console comes out on the Wii. You have to buy all your old NES games, SNES games, N64 games, and then it comes out on 3DS, and you're like, now I want to play some Super Mario Brothers on my 3DS. Now I have to pay $5 again. And then the Wii U. The Wii U was a little bit better. You did get a discount if you owned the Virtual Console copy of a certain game on Wii. And over 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 and... Okay, I get it. I buy things multiple times. So, in order to get myself hyped and you guys hyped, I am going to be going over some of my favorite Nintendo games from previous consoles. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 was my first Nintendo console, or really my first video game console. I have so many fond memories of playing Nintendo 64. Unfortunately, I do not have my original Nintendo 64 anymore. I think it broke. It stopped reading cartridges. RIP Nintendo 64. I think it was like a year or two after the N64 was discontinued, which sucks so bad. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get a new Nintendo 64 somewhere. I need to like find it on eBay. So I'm going to be going over 5 of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. These are just games that I played during the lifetime of the Nintendo 64. These do not include games I found after the Nintendo 64's lifespan. I did end up playing Super Mario 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask later, but since I'm doing a nostalgic memory list, these are just games I played during the lifetime. And these games aren't in any order, I just picked a random order. So the first game is Mario Party 2. I never played the first Mario Party, but I was so in love with Mario Party 2. I always played this with one of my younger brothers. Oh man, I was always having fun of that game. Whether it was going through all the mini games, whether I was jumping rope with fire, whether I was popping balloons, whether I was copying other people's dance moves, or pumping a minecart down to the finish line. And I really liked the board game aspect of it mixed in with these mini games, so it was more interactive than just playing a board game. You had to make decisions, and at the end of the turn, you would have to play a mini game, and that actually had to involve some amount of skill and not just luck. I also like that it had different play styles for mini games. You could do 4-player mini games, or you could do 2v2 mini games, or even the very fun 1 versus 3 mini games. You could like gang up on someone, or one person had a really good advantage over the other 3 people. And Mario Party was always that game that could destroy friendships, and I just thought that was an hilarious aspect of Mario Party. I currently have this game for Virtual Console on Wii U, so I'll pull it out once in a while if people want to play it. So the next game or games, I'm combining these two together, would be Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2. Pokemon Stadium was just an awesome game where you could just battle with your Pokemon in 3D for the first time. And I really loved the feature where you could just like rent Pokemon, so even if you didn't have the adapter for your N64 to put your Game Boy games in, you can still play with Pokemon in the game. They had that really cool Gym Leader Castle feature, and the fact that it was mostly rental Pokemon, you could just pick like any Pokemon you really want to use, and you can test out new strategies, you can try out new Pokemon that you haven't caught in the Game Boy games. I'm kind of hoping of Pokemon Stadium on the Virtual Console because I know before there was no way to connect with your Game Boy games, but now there's Pokemon on the Virtual Console on 3DS. So I'm wondering if there would be a way that you could actually connect your Virtual Console Pokemon games to a Virtual Console version of Pokemon Stadium. That would be pretty dope. I would be totally all over that. So the next game is Donkey Kong 64. Oh man, I thought it was a really good platformer. It was cool how you could play as all of the DK crew. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Tiny Kong, Lanky Kong, and can't forget Chunky Kong. It had a funny, happy-go-lucky feel to it, especially that opening. Man.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail.
You basically play as Donkey Kong on the DK Isles where this alligator figure, K. Rool, has kidnapped all your friends and you need to go around the islands and save all your friends. I do currently have this game on Virtual Console for Wii U. I haven't beat it again on Wii U yet, but I do go back to it occasionally and try and make more progress in it. Our next game is Snowboard Kids. It's kind of out there. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of it, but when I was making the list for this video, I remembered that game and like all of the memories started flooding back. It is similar to a kart racer where you can pick your snowboard, your vehicle, and there are items you can use to slow down other people or get an advantage for yourself. You're using snowboards, but not all of the tracks are on snow. A few of them are on grassy fields. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had never played this game and had played it now, it wouldn't have had the same effect on me. But since I played it so much as a kid, I was like, I need to figure out how to play this game again. The soundtrack is pretty killer. The series has been kind of dead for a while. I looked this game up before I made this video, and I think there was one sort of sequel for DS in the mid 2000s, but it's been pretty dead since then. So I don't know how it would deal if they made a sequel for this game. If it would live up to all those nostalgic memories, or would it not live up to all those memories? And I would just keep my memories of Snowboard Kids. And then the very last game for today, you can't forget Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 64. What a game. I remember just beating the out of my friends and brothers. It was a game where you would see all these Nintendo characters come together into one game to duel it out. To unlock everything in the game, you would need to play through the story mode with each of the characters, and it was very replayable. I think back in the day, my main character was Pikachu. I really liked his electric attacks. You could summon thunder and just shoot people away, and you could always headbutt people right off the stage. Nowadays, for this original Smash Brothers, I still play Pikachu, but I play more Link, I think. I think that was because I didn't get into really Zelda during the Nintendo 64 era. I got into it a little bit later. I love The Legend of Zelda now, so now I play more as Link. And I currently do have this game on Virtual Console for Wii U, just in case anybody wants to smash old school. So those are 5 of my most favorite childhood Nintendo 64 games. If you like this video, make sure to super smash that thumbs up button down below. Next week, we are going to be talking about some of my favorite GameCube games. Ooh! Also, if you are not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right below. Come on, you know you want to do it. I'm currently playing through Super Mario Galaxy, so if you want to be notified when I play that or when I upload a video, just hit that subscribe button. Okay, I guess that's the end of this video, so I will see you in the next one. Camillo, out. I like the design of it. It does look a little bit more modern and more, I guess, adult is the word. Man, that black and blue 2DS XL does look pretty dope.